Hello and welcome to the Art of Negotiation for Realtors in Canada. My name is Raman Dua and I'm thrilled to guide you through this course. Negotiation is a critical skill for any realtor and mastering it can significantly impact your success. Throughout this course, we will explore key strategies, techniques, and real-world application to help you become a more effective negotiator. Are you ready? Let's do this! Before we discuss the real estate negotiations, I would like to recommend that every realtor pick a copy of this interesting book, Getting to Yes. It's an amazing book and it has truly shaped my understanding of negotiation principles. I recommend that you learn the principles mentioned in this book and apply them in your real estate negotiations. Let me break down the principles and strategies for you. First, separate the people from the problem. This principle teaches us to treat the relationship and the issue at hand separately to avoid letting emotions hinder the negotiation. For example, when a buyer is upset about a home's condition, try to address their concern without taking it personally. Focus on finding solutions to the concerns raised. Perhaps you can work with your client to make some repairs or adjust the price to reach a common ground with the buyer. Second, focus on interests, not positions. This principle encourages us to identify the underlying interests and needs behind the client's position to find mutually beneficial solutions. For example, instead of fixating on the asking price, let's understand why the seller needs that amount. Maybe they are under financial pressure or have a tight moving schedule. By addressing these needs, we can negotiate a win-win deal. Third, invent options for mutual gain. This principle teaches us to come up with creative solutions that satisfy both parties' interests to achieve a win-win outcome. In other words, to make the deal more attractive for both sides, let's think creatively. For example, we could offer a flexible closing date or include certain appliances in the deal. These options can sometimes help bridge the gap between buyer and seller's expectation. So next time you are negotiating a real estate deal, explore with your clients the options for flexible closing date, including furniture in the sale or offering to pay for certain closing costs to meet both buyers and sellers' need. Sounds exciting, eh? Fourth, insist on using objective criteria. Last but not least, this principle urges us to use facts, objective standards, and benchmarks to make decisions, ensuring fairness and preventing bias. As a strong negotiator, you must rely on market comparables, professional appraisals, and inspection reports to justify pricing and terms, making the negotiation based on fact rather than emotions. This approach helps both parties feel confident in the value of the property and terms of the deal. Now that we have covered the basic principles of negotiation based on the highly recommended Getting to Yes book, let me walk you through some real estate specific tactics drawing on 15 plus years of experience in negotiating from all kinds of stakeholders, including lawyers, realtors, clients, banking professionals, and service providers. In real estate negotiation, like any other type of important negotiation, try to master the negotiation triangle in order to effectively steer the negotiation in your favor. The negotiation triangle comprises anchoring, mirroring, and framing. Anchoring involves setting a reference point that will influence the rest of the negotiation. For example, starting with a high asking price can set the expectation for the value of the property. Research shows that the initial number stated in a negotiation significantly impact the negotiation process. To prevent falling prey to the anchoring bias, take the initiative to make the first offer and steer the discussion in your desired direction. Hey buddy, what's mirroring? Mirroring is a technique where you subtly imitate the behavior, speech, or body language of the other party to build rapport and create a sense of trust and connection. It's a way to show empathy and understanding without being obvious. For example, if a buyer client uses specific terms to describe what they are looking for in a home, you can use those same terms to show you understand their needs. You might use a phrase like, I fully understand what your client is looking for, and I strongly believe that I have an excellent opportunity to meet your client's specific need. Hey buddy, you want to know about framing? Framing is about presenting information in a way that influences how the other party perceives it. It's about setting the context or perspective in a way that makes your position more appealing or understandable. For example, instead of saying a home is small, you might frame it as cozy and easy to maintain, which could be more appealing to certain buyers. So far in this course, I have emphasized the importance of understanding the psychology of clients. We have discussed how developing strong negotiation skills requires us to understand the unique and sometimes conflicting needs of buyers and sellers. The anchoring, mirroring, and framing principles and strategies are powerful ways to influence the real estate sales process. Preparation is the foundation of successful negotiation. Before entering any negotiation, it's crucial to be well prepared. This involves understanding your client's needs, the market conditions, and the specifics of the property you are dealing with. Effective negotiation begins with thorough research. Gather relevant data about the property, understand the local market trends, and be aware of any factors that could influence the negotiation. Knowing your property inside out gives you and your client a significant advantage. For instance, if you are negotiating the sale of a home in Surrey, British Columbia, knowing recent sales of similar properties in the area can give you a strong basis for your asking price. Take the time to review property documents and reports and identify the property's unique selling features. The more research and preparation you undertake, the more confidence you will have when it comes to negotiating with the potential buyer agents. Collect updates and comprehensive information not just about the property, but about the community, including nearby schools, colleges, universities, childcare centers, medical facilities, places of worship, park, and nearby attractions.
Hello.
Hi Jess, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. Jess, this is Raman calling from SaveMax.
Okay.
Jess, I showed one of your listing at 219 Remembrance Road, and my client really liked the house. It's a beautiful house, and I personally want to convey my thanks to you for bringing a beautiful listing in the market.
Always a pleasure. I really appreciate.
Jess, I was wondering, my client wants to put an offer on it, so I thought I'll pick up my phone and discuss with you. Is your client flexible on the pricing and the closing date? How can we negotiate the deal?
That should be okay. So what I'll go is if your client can do a showing first, or if you can get your client to do a showing.
Yeah. Jess, I've already showed the property, and now I'm talking to my clients to put an offer for you. So what I'm gonna do is I am meeting my clients today evening at 7 o'clock. So you can expect an offer from me by 8 or 8:30. How is that?
Okay, that should be okay.
And I'm pretty sure I will get your full cooperation to make this deal happen.
100%.
That's great, Jess. And I promise you, next time when you come onto my listing, I will give you full cooperation.
Done.
That's
really
great.
Appreciate.
Thanks, Jess. I'll talk to you soon.
Likewise.
Bye-bye. As you heard my conversation, even if you are on a tight deadline, starting a negotiation with small talk can be very beneficial. Research from Harvard University shows that getting to know your counterpart, even for a few minutes, can make both parties more collaborative and likely to reach an agreement. If you are negotiating over email, even a short introductory phone call can help. This is one of the most important negotiation skills to learn. So next time you are communicating with a listing or buying agent or their team members, remember to build a rapport and stand out as a professional and courteous realtor. Understanding buyer psychology is key to effective negotiation. Buyers are often motivated by emotions, budget constraints, and their personal vision for the property. It's essential to recognize these factors and address them in your negotiation strategy. A buyer might fall in love with a home's garden, making them more willing to meet your asking price. Similarly, understanding seller psychology is crucial. Sellers may be motivated by their attachment to the property, maximum pricing, or timing constraints. Understanding these motivations can help you tailor your approach to better meet their expectations. A seller might be more flexible on price if they need to relocate quickly for a new job. Whether you are a new or experienced realtor, you must spend maximum possible time with your clients to understand their needs, ask smart questions, manage expectations, and consult them on your negotiation tactics and strategies. Do not underestimate the importance of keeping your clients informed and engaged throughout the sales process. Did I say negotiation tactics and strategies? You must be wondering, what are the strategies that I am referring to? Let's delve into some common negotiation tactics. Any experienced negotiator will tell you that handling objections is another crucial part of a successful negotiation strategy. It is important to listen actively, understand the concerns, and respond with solutions that address these issues. Practicing these skills can make you more adept at overcoming obstacles during negotiations. Objections are common and can happen at any stage of the real estate sales process. You must have the necessary knowledge and expertise to handle these objections effectively. For example, if a buyer objects to the sales price due to needed repair in the property, you could offer to cover some repair costs or adjust the price accordingly. Even when you face difficult clients or realtors, you must strive towards maintaining professionalism, staying calm, and finding common ground with the potential client agent. For instance, a seller's agent might be particularly demanding or have unrealistic expectations. By staying calm and clearly communicating what's possible, you can often find a middle ground. Beyond the basics, there are advanced strategies like BATNA, B-A-T-N-A, or best alternative to a negotiated agreement, and ZOPA, the zone of possible agreement. These concepts help you understand your options and define the boundaries within which a deal can be made. To put simply, think of BATNA as your backup plan. It is what you can fall back on if the negotiation doesn't go as planned. Knowing your BATNA gives you confidence because you know you have other options. Similarly, think of ZOPA as the range where both parties' interests overlap, where a deal can happen. If you are selling a house, your BATNA might be renting it out if you can get the sale price you want. The ZOPA is the price range where both you and your buyers are happy. Learning from real-life examples can provide valuable insights. Here are some stories from top-performing realtors who have successfully navigated challenging negotiation. Let's hear their experiences and lessons they have learned.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate and I've been a realtor in the GTA for over 3 years. Negotiation is a vital part of my job and I've learned so much about its true power over the course of my career. Negotiation isn't just about getting the best deal, it's about understanding the needs and motivations of everyone involved. For example, I remember one negotiation with a young couple buying their first home. The seller was firm on their price, which was just out of the couple's budget. Though, through careful research and open communication, I was able to present an offer that was backed by market data and empathetic to the seller's position. This approach helped us find common ground and reach agreement that satisfied both parties. From this experience, I've learned that successful negotiation is about preparation, empathy, and creativity. It's about building trust and finding a win-win solution. What is your negotiation philosophy? I would love to hear your thoughts and comment below on the video.
As soon as we hear the word negotiation, the first thing that comes to our mind is price. From either parties in the transaction, whether it's a buyer, seller, somebody wants more price, somebody wants less price, but it always comes down to price. But we, as real estate professionals, we look at this one little term, one little word, negotiation, with a very broad meaning. For us, it's the overall value. Let me give you an example. If I'm promoting a site and I'm selling it with any of the builders, first thing we see is what's the overall value the developer or the builder is bringing on table. For example, what are the features and finishes they are providing with the building they are constructing? Do you have to spend a lot of money when you get the keys to make this unit into a pretty livable unit? Or what builder is providing is good enough included in the price? What kind of clauses are they adding in the agreement which can save you a lot of money? For example, a free assignment clause, or a very important one, right to lease during occupancy, which can at least save you $10,000. Or the deposit structure, which is very important. Sometimes it's not about the price for the client. It depends on an individual need. Sometimes they want an extended payment plan, or sometimes they want a different closing date depending on their particular needs. So when we negotiate, we look at so many other factors other than the price. At the end, the price is definitely important, but what matters the most is what is a particular need of that individual client. And we have to make sure that our clients are in a win-win situation. That's what a real negotiation is.
Hi there, I'm Saad from SaveMax Real Estate. And today I want to talk to you about one of the most crucial skills of any real estate agent, negotiation. Negotiation isn't just about haggling over prices, it's about communication, strategy, and finding common grounds. As a real estate agent, negotiation is my daily bread and butter. It's about advocating for my client's best interest while maintaining a professional relationship with all parties involved. Negotiation allows me to secure the best deal for my clients, whether it's from buying their dream home at the right price or selling the property for maximum value. One of the essential ways to utilize your negotiation skills is by having the right knowledge about the subject property, which is of your client's interest. The way to do this is by conducting thorough market research. Simply finding comparables of the property and discussing your findings with the listing or cooperating agent can go a long way. This approach ensures that you negotiate the right price and work in the best interest of your client. What are your thoughts on negotiation? Comment below.
Hello, this is Kavi Sharma from SafeMax. I do get often a question, when I do double end deals, when I have my own buyer and seller, how do I negotiate? I always make sure both parties at the end on win-win situation. You always have to make sure you do the proper comparables for your seller and similar proper comparables for your buyer. And trust me, it always becomes a much more smoother ride because you always have more power of adjusting the dates when it comes to closing. If the seller needs more time or the buyer needs more time, if it's a mutual transaction, it always makes very, very effective transaction, and it's a win-win situation for both the parties.
So, my buddy and I, we have covered a lot of ground in this course. We have learned that negotiation is not about closing a deal, but creating value for both parties involved. Remember, negotiation is an art that improves with practice. By applying these principles, you will develop strong negotiation skills, leading to successful outcomes for both buyers and seller. Continue to improve your negotiation skills, apply the strategies we have discussed, and you will see a significant improvement in your negotiation outcomes. What negotiation skills would you like to add to this list? I would love to hear your thoughts and advice about negotiation for real estate professionals. Please leave a comment. Thank you for joining me on this learning journey. I wish you the best in your real estate career.